We're here for another episode. And guess what? It's not one, it's not two, it's not three, it's not four. We own number 5, everyone. We are number 5. Leon, now what's happening?
Wow, it's good to be on episode 5, but this is going to be a somber show. This show is about the killings, the senseless killings that's going on all over the country. It has a numbing effect on most people that's seeing it. Corey, roll the tape.
All right. Let's roll the tape.
Tonight, federal and local law enforcement are combing yet another mass shooting crime scene for evidence after a deadly rampage at this rail yard in San Jose.
This is where everything unfolded this morning. Multiple people shot and killed.
The calls for help from the Valley Transportation Authority light rail maintenance yard started coming in just after 6:30 a.m. local time.
We have 3 Code 3 ambulances. This is an active shooter.
Happening just as train service for the morning commute was getting underway, preparing for increasing ridership as the pandemic subsides. And just as some 80 employees were reportedly holding a union meeting. Multiple law enforcement agencies swarming the rail yard, which is just down the street from the sheriff's office and other county government buildings. Tactical teams racing in to reach victims. Desperate family members rushing to the area searching for any information about loved ones.
I'm just here looking for my brother. He's an employee.
Okay, have you heard from him?
No.
Michael Hawkins saying he got a message from his wife, Rochelle, a mechanic. She said she dropped her phone from running, but was all right.
I'm just here for my wife and hoping she's okay and whoever else in there okay.
Explosive teams clearing the facility inch by inch.
We received information that there are explosive devices that are located inside the building.
8 employees killed, 1 person critically injured.
Wow. Man, you know what? I can't even imagine thinking of Kelly going to the office. I'm at home, or I'm at work, and someone tells me there's a shooting in her building. That a couple of her co-workers have been shot, and she is running away. I mean, could you imagine if that you went to work, Carmen calls you and said, "Hey, there's an active shooter. What's happening?"
You know, the funny thing of it is if you would ask me this question 5, 10 years ago, I couldn't even imagine.
I couldn't either. I couldn't either.
But today,
what's going on?
Today I can imagine it. And like most jobs, they're preparing for this. Now, the strange thing to me is we know what the problem is. Guns. The issue is people who are sick-minded are getting a hold of guns and they're going in and they're killing everyone. So the question is, we know the problem. What's the solution?
Yeah, you know, like I said, one senator said, "Hey, let's sell the guns, but let's charge $1,000 for the bullets. Let's throw another tax on top of the $1,000." I don't know. I mean, are people just fed up? Are people just tired? Or, again, for some reason, and we always come back to that minimum wage question, are people just not getting paid enough, stressed out, trying to figure out how to make it and just lose it? Just come to work. I'm working 60 hours. It's still not enough. I'm tired. So instead of, and this is the sad part, instead of trying to do something better, I'm going to take out my frustrations on others, kill myself. So I hate to say it, the life insurance policy kick in. Because you might have signed up for some life insurance, work life insurance, not like out of the pocket. So is it that bad?
I mean, I would hate to think that is the case, but I do believe that there are a lot of factors We've learned that there are a certain group of people in the millions that believe that the election was stolen. There are a lot of people who believe that the election wasn't stolen. There are people believe in aliens. There are people that don't believe. So we have a lot of beliefs in this country. We have a lot of freedoms.
Yes.
But unfortunately, what we're talking about today are people that are obviously mentally ill, that they've seen something or heard something that convinced them that this is their only way out. This is the solution. Now, some people believe that there are people out there still in their jobs. That's a part of it too.
That's a whole nother. Wow, that's a whole nother show that we can just talk about. That's crazy. But okay, let's look at the gun laws. Now, I'm in Indiana, right?
Right.
Literally, I can go to a gun shop, show them my license, 15 minutes.
Right.
I got a gun and some bullets.
Yes.
There's no waiting period. There's no, hey, let me call somebody. There's no national registry. Let me put you into the database and see if you are a convicted felon or criminal. Just give me your money. Here you go. I mean, you need to do something about the gun laws.
Well, there's no question about that. And actually, I'm going to send you some pictures so you can insert those pictures into our conversation right now.
Okay.
When I came to Ohio, a family member took me to Kentucky, a small town in Kentucky, where one day a year, they take this whole town and create a market. It's like a flea market. And the majority of what they're selling is guns, all types of guns. And all you need is cash. And there are pictures of people walking around with wheelbarrows, literally little wagons, toy wagons, filled with all types of guns.
Wow.
Now, when you see that, my daughter, she looked at me and she was scared. Number one, she's never seen this many guns.
Okay.
That's
understandable. That's understandable.
And number two, she had never seen this many Caucasians. So it was those two things working together.
See, I was trying not to go there. I was trying not to.
It's not what's happening. We have to tell the truth. It's not what's happening.
So it's amazing. I mean, literally, it's amazing how I think. And okay, I believe in the Second Amendment. I think we should be able to.
I do too.
I think we should. We should be able to protect ourselves. But at that same token, like Illinois, you gotta get a special permit to carry a concealed weapon.
Right, concealed carry, yes.
Right here, you don't.
Yeah.
So my thing is that, and I understand freedom of the states and rights, but I think nationally there should be programs to say, hey, you have to be 18 to buy a weapon. Hey, you got a 7-day waiting period, no matter where you're at, that you fill something out, it goes to somebody, and you get put into a national registry of owning something.
Yeah. Yeah, but
I know. Okay.
Here's the problem.
Okay, what's the problem? What's the problem?
So concealed carry is a big deal. It came out. Here we go with race. I hate to bring it up, but for African Americans to carry weapons, they're getting killed. They're being murdered. Even with license, even with the concealed carry permit, if you stop by a police officer
and you
say, it's proven, if you say, excuse me, officer, I have a concealed carry permit and I have a weapon on me, The last time that was done, this man was killed in front of his wife and his child. So it's not concealed carry for everybody. There's one group of people that are allowed to conceal carry. Everybody's not allowed.
We're going back, and again, we need to have that conversation of and just keep it plain.
Keep it real. We have to keep it real.
Is there white privilege? I'm just saying. I know it's not for this show, but that is a conversation.
Yes.
That's a topic we need to have.
Yes. There's no question.
And just keep it very real. So,
yeah,
man, woo. Okay, now these mass shootings just happen to have been done.
Yeah,
primarily by our Caucasian brothers and sisters.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, it just happened. It just happened to happen like that.
But you do understand too that it's this particular group that feel that they have been disenfranchised with the American dream. It's this group that feels that they've been treated unfairly with the job situation, law situation, school situation. It goes over and over. They feel that this is their country and they've been mistreated.
So, oh my goodness. I'm telling you, there's so many ways we can run with this one.
there is, but we started out talking about mass shootings.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of ways, but I'm just saying from a mass shooting perspective, do you think from a federal level there needs to be more involvement in setting guidelines? That it doesn't matter you're in the 50 United States, because I never understood that. That's always been my problem with the whole. That's been my whole problem with the driver's license, right? We say everyone needs to have a driver's license, but every state dictates how that driver's license is issued to an individual. So I'm saying from a federal perspective, to look at gun control to help stop mass shootings, should we have some federal guidelines that allows us to put those things of you got to be X to buy a gun, you got to be Y, you got to wait 7 days, and then say states, you need to at least follow these federal guidelines, and then how you implement it past that, that's on you.
Yeah, but you're trying to use common sense. You're trying to use morals and morality. You're trying to use these things that don't exist in government today. We know after every mass shooting, laws are presented to stop the killing, to stop these further shootings. And it's usually one party. I hate to keep coming down like this, but it's usually one party fights against any laws, any deterrence to keep people from buying guns. They fight against that. And that's because the gun lobbyist has overtaken government. They pay these senators and congressmen millions and millions of dollars, and they're in the pockets of these people. So there can never be a law, a bipartisan law created that will even diminish the killings. The killings can only increase because there'll never be a law like that because the gun lobbyists own the government.
Oh man, I'm trying. Okay, I know I'm making too much common sense. Yeah,
it's not.
But you don't think we can pass a law? Well, again, you just hit on the head. We can't pass the law because the NRA and other groups are influencing the congressman to not even bring the law up to be passed.
Correct. Look at all the killings. Look, that Sandy Hook shooting was where they killed babies. babies. And if a law wasn't enacted then, it can never be enacted. Never.
Man, I just don't know. I don't know, man. I'm already frustrated now.
It is. It is.
No, it
And,
is.
and,
It's very frustrating because I find it amazing that um, that they can pass a law within a day for something, but for other things,
oh,
it just sits out there. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to for you guys who's watching this, I'm actually going to add some links to for counseling for people who who've experienced these things. We want to make sure that you can find some information out to help yourself, to help you deal with the trauma if you
yes.
are involved or a family member is involved, and it's something like this because you don't know. You thinking you're fine, and then next day, it's just wow. It makes you think. it really
does. But
it really
now
does.
now that this has been going on so long, and like so many other tragedies, it has become the norm.
Or see, I knew you were going to say it. I knew you
I
were
think
going to
that
say it. The norm.
the question now is, because me personally, I don't believe that government and people in authority will muster the energy to go ahead and fight this. I think just like most things, it's now what do the people do? And what I mean by that, we have to protect ourselves, not grab guns, but we need to make ourselves aware of the situations, where we work, the exits, what to do, exit strategy. Some jobs are already doing this. Some jobs have safe rooms that the doors lock on the inside.
That is true.
Where
That is true.
just like when we were kids in school, when now even my kids today, they're taught to, if they have an active shooter in the building, to go in these rooms. The teachers are told to lock the doors, and then they're told to get out of sight. Like if your door has a window
Yes.
in it,
Yeah.
they're told to stay up against the wall so you can't be seen, to hide. And this is what they're doing on jobs today.
Wow.
It's the new normal.
It's the new normal. It's the new normal. Man, I'm telling you, this is just a topic that hey, we want people to realize it's happening,
It's happening.
and that something has to give, and like Leon said, we the people
We the people.
have to do something. Well, guys, man, that was rough. It was a rough conversation, but
Yes.
we had to have it because people need to know what is going on. So hey everyone, thank you. Come back, hit the subscribe button.
Subscribe,
Ding, ding, ding,
subscribe.
ding, 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 ding.
Yes, yes.
And and hey, come back, join the family on what? You gotta say it. You gotta say it.
Now what's happening?
Now what's happening?